I'd say it's gotta be the Miracle Rogue here.
Okay, so we're gonna see if it's Miracle Rogue, but it is Miracle. I mean,
Yeah,
it could have been
for sure.
Backspace, but against the Druid version, I mean, it can go awkwardly wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
turn 3 is a start for BlazingGlory with an SI7 agent at the moment. And StrifeCro is like coin out Harvest Golem.
Yeah, he got a pretty explosive start here, but if Strife runs out of fuel and with that Fan of Knives, that SI7,
Yeah.
BlazingGlory will be able to hand that early aggression pretty well, I'd say. And then he got that Gadgetzan to back up his card draw and
Will be great.
draw all his deck.
I think it strongly depends on if StrifeCro is redrawing Spectral Knight, for example.
Yeah.
Then you just iterate coin Spectral Knight, for
Exactly.
example. That's going to be a huge turning point. And I think it's pretty good to start with a Harvest Golem instead of the Echoing Oozes. Since,
for sure.
like, you would have to coin out the Oozes and then waste an Innervate.
Yeah.
So that was the only possible play if you want to Innervate out something.
Also, like this, you save coin and innovate for something like really big, for example, a turn 4 Ancient of Allura.
And it's already like for BlazingGlory, he can weapon up, and next turn he could go for Preparation, SI7 Agent,
Yeah,
Shift,
something
Kill.
like that, but I don't even think...
Wow.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but he could just Echoing Ooze, Innervate Echoing Ooze at the next turn.
Yeah.
Savage War.
Imagine BlazingGlory drew into like a Thalnos in that
Thalnos.
case.
That would be so good. Really, I want to say that would be so guy.
But even if he doesn't, I think he's still pretty well equipped against that early aggression with the Prep, the Fan of Knives, and the SI7 Agent.
I think it looks okay, definitely. And we're gonna see how StrifeCro is able to handle this. He's taking some time to. He's counting to see what there's possible. He was counting if he went for the double Echoing Ooze play. Would be in total 5 minions out. That would be like 4-6 damage plus another 12. Or
Yeah,
was
from
it?
the Savage Roar with 5 minions is 12 damage. On its own.
Wow. That would be quite a huge blast off in that turn.
To be honest, I don't like this play because it's
risky.
very all in, and these Echoing Oozes aren't too much of a threat without them being buffed. So, and Miracle Rogue.
Oh, wow!
I
No,
I
that's
called it.
impossible.
I called it.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah. God damn it. Yeah. Crap.
Do you go for it now?
I mean, he would go for this if he doesn't have a Savage Roar. For me, that's
I'm not sure about that.
But I would go for this if I had a Savage Roar, and I would expect my enemy to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Especially if he's down to 2 cards. That seems to be like, okay, this is my only option to go for it. I mean, you go for it, and next turn...
Oh, he actually...
I'm not sure if I like that one.
I see the point, because like you might take 6 damage here, but Strife, oh yeah, he will go probably for that Savage Roar, trade 1 Ooze off and go face with the rest, but still, then BlazingGlory has a way more efficient clear, because he doesn't waste 1 mana with... If you went for a
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Fan of Knives, he would have wasted 1 mana, and like this he will get a Spell Power Shift off as well. But yeah, he's already down to 13. We will have to see if he is actually able to...
That wasn't the turning point. Actually a bad move in the end. I mean, he's down to 13, as you say. There might be Earthen Ring Farseers, but as soon as there's another, like, another Force of Nature, another Roar, or only Chargers, he clears the board. With Shift, and he's even running Cold Blood, so that's a Cold Bloody version. But you get the Shift, you can kill everything, and you will drop down to 11.
But the thing is, with Miracle Rogue, once they got that board control, once they got that Gadgetzan down, it's really hard for the opposing player to really get something on the board, so they need charges, like Druid of the Chlorine charge.
Oh wow, 100 Creeper, and he can like Hero ability and 100 Creeper. It's somehow ridiculous with StrifeCro.
Also having that Ancient of Lore is really crucial for him.
Oh, double gets it in.
I think you just play 1 naked Gadgetzan here.
If you only had 1, I wouldn't play any.
Yeah.
But now, with actually having 2, you can just go for it. And
also, Strife can't even kill it at the moment.
Yeah.
If he doesn't draw into a Wrath or a Swipe
Yeah, but
Or
StrifeCro,
keep
it looks like
No. Sick.
that's
Wow.
not good. I mean, next turn, coin, Ancient of Lore, draw 2 cards, but he can have 2 Gastrogens out next turn.
Yeah, I don't. That's a bit too ballsy, I think.
I
He
mean,
will most likely overdraw
but
in the course of.
then he coins out or does something, Spectral Knight, whatever, you run in 1 Auctioneer. You just draw up to 10 cards or 9 cards, and then you just kill an Auctioneer, and then play more spells.
So he will drop that Harvest Golem, Hero Power, go face, Thieves at 9.
And if you want to kill 1 Harvest Golem, you would drop down. The problem is that you can kill a Harvest Golem, and that could seal your Auctioneer, for example.
But you take that 2 damage from the Harvest Golem,
Exactly.
and there's that remaining.
It could just be Force of Nature turn 6 and you're almost dead. That's what you cannot risk.
I don't like that from StrifeCro.
I mean, the good thing about this is if he trades with a Harvest Golem, he will die, the Auctioneer.
Oh, he runs Belcher.
The Belcher. I think that's quite important that he got it.
Yep.
Force of Nature next turn and you're quite low. Okay, he conceals first and then plays the Belcher. And even a sap, so there might be an Ancient of Lore coming, but if he wants to, he just saps it away just to buy some time. Okay.
So, swipe.
Oh, good lord. You kind of want to swipe, kill the Belcher with your 1/1, trade with a slime, and then deal 1 damage in the face in case you top deck a Force of Nature.
I just think that's the right play because with him having that Belcher surviving and you just playing the Ancient of Lore, he can just sap it, eviscerate it, whatever, and he will still have that Belcher on board, which still gives him that survivability to not. So he just knows he won't die to combo, and like this, if he would kill the Belcher, BlazingGlory would always have to be afraid that there could be a potential Force of Nature.
Oh god, it would have been 2 cards until he gets it, so he would have gotten the Spectral Knight first. The big question is now, trade in your 1/1, or go trade it both, maybe even, or just enter it. I mean, maybe attack with the 1/1 because you know you have the swipe for next turn.
Yeah.
1/1, I think that's okay. Even with
I agree.
Even with the Force of Nature, it would be maybe cool to attack with both. I mean, you bring him down to 2 HP. You know you can kill him with your Harvest Remains. You force him to kill the Harvest Golem Remains, and if he does, you can actually Force of Nature next turn kill it.
Yep.
And if he doesn't kill it, you can trade. So I think attacking with a Harvest Golem is really important. Okay. Giant Van Cleave is a possibility. Like a really giant Van Cleave. You could just... And that's what I said. You can sap, and then if you...
Sap is for sure the first thing you do, I think.
But then if you want to trade either your Belcher or your Auctioneer dies. If you want to get rid of the Harvest Golem. If you're not willing to eviscerate.
Or your dagger up.
You dagger up. Yeah, but do you really want to go down? Okay, now you could actually consider going down to...
And you could actually consider just healing up that Belcher.
You could heal up your Belcher and cold blood your Auctioneer, for example. Or the Belcher, because it's bigger in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's getting better and better. So you can heal up Belcher, trade into the Harvest Machine, and then cold blood up your minion. Or you just heal, cold blood up your minion, and sacrifice your Auctioneer. Also a possibility. Well, that just turned into a great move for BlazingGlory.
Yeah, that Farseer was pretty crucial. I think the first thing you do here is cold blood your Auctioneer.
Yeah, I think...
Fast.
Fast. Don't get roped!
Oh.
He wants to have the Van Cleave.
It's only 4/4, so... I don't like that play.
There are more options. In the end, that might just be the safest play. Somewhere. But with whatever, StrifeCro wouldn't have been able to kill him.
The only thing that's like... It was, I guess he was afraid of double swipe.
Double swipe. Well,
because I wouldn't see any other case where healing your hero up is better than healing the Belcher.
Well, maybe he feared 1 Black Knight. I'm not entirely
that's a
sure.
possibility as well.
Double swipe would be next turn.
But does he even care if he plays Black Knight? He would use 6 of 7 mana and not
That's
be able
true.
to kill Auctioneer, and he's already down to 16. I think that would be lethal.
I agree. You're right. I don't want to be the smartest.
So yeah, the only reason I can explain myself that he healed up his face was double swipe. Or innovate double swipe, because he's at 7 mana.
But we had all innovates already played in all coins.
Ew.
So in the
Right.
end, it made no sense.
Yeah,
That
I
just
think that was a best play.
So he can clear the board now, except the 3/3. I don't
I
agree.
think playing the zombie chow is really bad.
Okay, I know what he does. I mean, the 3/3 trades into your zombie shell, and you swipe another auctioneer, for example. That's why he played the zombie shell in the end.
Yeah, but
He's
your opponent is already in range of potential combos, or just swipes, and yeah, I guess because he used one Force of Nature there, he doesn't really care about his opponent being low for now anyway. So
I would eviscerate Van Cleef.
yeah,
now.
eviscerate Van Cleef.
I wouldn't trade. I would be so far from trading. I mean, you get the eviscerate.
Where's the point of like eviscerating face? Or nah. What the fuck?
You deal 1 damage more.
Yeah, one
To be honest, you deal 1 damage more, but you kind of have to, eviscerate face now. After you did that play, you have to eviscerate face.
There's no way around eviscerating face now.
Well, the only thing, maybe he thought he had 1 mana more. Then he could have actually Shadow Stepped the minion, played again, and then dropped the Van
But
Cleef.
you have so much damage, especially with the big Van Cleef. Like, do you care about doing 1 damage more and having your Farseer damaged?
So there's a double swipe we're talking about. Could that even save his life? No, he's still gonna die to Blade Flurry, Deadly
dead.
Poison, Cold Blood, but he can double swipe Van Cleef.
Yep, but that's still lethal.
That's still lethal. I mean, he has 3 damage with a Deadly Poison, 3 damage with a Blade Flurry, so 6, 10 with the Auctioneer, 14 in total. That's gonna be way too much.
And also the potential to draw into like a Leroy or whatever.
Exactly. So if you played it different, the swipe wouldn't be even that valuable.
Yeah.
I mean, StrifeCro can just double swipe, get rid of it, will not survive. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna be probably GG.
That's also why I disagreed with the Echoing Ooze
Play.
in the start. Like 1 Echoing Ooze on turn 2, 1
And
on
he
turn 3.
could have innovated out the Ancient of
Ancient
Lore
of Lore
he
with
redrew.
coin on turn 4.
Correct.
You had a perfect curve.
And that's true. He didn't even redraw a Leroy, he just drew into another Deadly Poison. So he can deal
That's more
so
than
much
lethal.
damage. And he even had Loathab, so if he drew a card different, like without playing the Deadly Poison, without playing the Cold Blood, he could have actually played Loathab in case he wouldn't win, just to be super safe.
Yep. So, Blazing takes the win in the first game. I think it was not played perfectly from both sides. I think there were some minor plays where you could argue about. Not really any big misplays, but stuff you could just argue that would have been better. But it's always easier to say if you're on our end, see both hands. Yeah.
Okay, they're already ready to start second. I'm going to tell StrifeCro you can... Okay, we get everything confirmed. Some players, like, we're going to carry it out to Martian. Martian actually forgot, or Nibs actually forgot to tell his players everything. So they were, like, a bit surprised when they were like, okay, we have to stream, we have to play live. Okay, that's the system. Now we know everything.
Yep.
Well, we get everything set. It's working. Just waiting for StrifeCro to decide between his 2 decks. If I'm not mistaken, he's like hovering over his Vorian now.
Yeah.
So we're going to see Voria versus Miracle. I'm really excited to see if StrifeCro runs something special. I mean, we know his deck building skills, so I don't expect a standard Voria, I have to say.
No, probably not. Maybe something like a Zombie Chow.
I was counting with a Zombie Chow to some extent.
And here what... Oh, the game hasn't even...
Okay,
now we're in. The thing is, second
no problem. Everything is correct.
Second game for Miracle is BlazingGlory and still no coin.
Oh man, and look at the starting hand.
Ouch.
That yells for you lose the game, especially if you see what there's for StrifeCro. Actually, drop nothing. Your hand is your hand is actually perfect. You get like the fiery works. Okay, you can kill all the 3 drops.
SI7, then Ring Farseer, whatever.
You get the Cruel Taskmaster to buff up the Acolyte of Pain, and you get a Slam Cruel Taskmaster to kill a 3 HP minion also.
Yeah, but yeah, if you have the Wikes, I guess.
Yeah, the only card you can drop it there is Slam.
Oh.
Wow, he even got the second unstable. Look at it, doubles.
Yeah, that's the typical miracle hand.
God, I think Blazing should have kept the first hand where he had a shift.
He had a shift, he had a SI7 agent. I mean, against Warrior, which is a pretty slow matchup, you don't need to get those
perfect hands with backstab SI7.
You have your time to cycle your stuff, and yeah, so I don't really...
I don't agree there with you too, but let's see. I mean, it's cool for us if BlazingGlory has a bad draw. Well, not for you, but we're going to see another game if StrifeCro manages to win this, and I don't want to see Cloud9 actually going 2-0, like 0-2.
I do.
Like you do. I'm not surprised. We're going to see him not coining out anything. I definitely stick to that decision. And BlazingGlory draws a Cold Blood.
This will turn out like a give me that auctioneer hand.
Absolutely. He doesn't even have a preparation, so even if he gets an auctioneer, that will be
I'm sure that will be his next 2 draws. Double breath.
That makes total sense to me that he's actually getting those cards. Or there for StrifeCro.
But it's the miracle. You can never know what will happen.
Absolutely. The big question for StrifeCro is now, is he going for the coin out Acolyte of Pain play, or are you going to drop your Unstable Ghoul before that?
I think Unstable Ghoul is the better play. You risk your opponent having Dagger Up Deadly Poison, which denies like the Death Rattle draw with the Acolyte, but with having both Acolytes, that also guarantees you one of them. There's the preparation for BlazingGlory.
I think you're clearly cheating. And for some, I think preparation Sap is a player to do. Wow, this is just sad for BlazingGlory. I mean, Sap would even to some extent be good because you slow down StrifeCro greatly. As soon as StrifeCro is dropping an Acolyte of Pain, you're kind of screwed.
I don't know. You want to Sap the Belches in this matchup for sure. And does StrifeCro care if you Sap his 1/3?
First good card.
A minion, wow.
First good card.
On?
I mean, you could even consider waiting a turn to actually eviscerate away the Acolyte of Pain, just to diminish some card draw.
It's actually like not even great. You heal for 1 or whatever, and
I mean, you can hit it. You can hit it once.
Yeah, and then heal for 2. That's what I am saying. So Blazing doesn't know that there's a Fiery Roix incoming with a potential coin into second Acolyte.
Second Unstable Ghoul, whatever. Just like
what's going on?
Wow, that's like a really huge hand. If he gets an Armor Smith now, I would just concede as BlazingGlory. Instant concede. Double Armor Smith, instant concede. I know what's happening.
What would you say here? Fiery Roix, Unstable Ghoul just, or maybe even coin out the second Acolyte?
I don't think you want to coin out the second Acolyte because you could go for coin Sylvanas. That's like my point.
Yeah, that would.
The other thing is, if there is an auctioneer next turn, you kind of want to have something to run in. So the second Acolyte might be cool because your next turn probably going to run in your Unstable Ghoul into something.
Yeah, but if he has an auctioneer and you won't conceal it, you still have that Fiery Roix.
Yeah, sure. But then you can at least run in your Unstable Ghoul, for example, and you get superb card draws.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just the only thing I thought about. I mean, even if there is, I don't know, Fan of Knives is just the worst case scenario. Like, imagine BlazingGlory top deck Fan of Knives. Okay, backstab at least.
That's a pass turn. I'm sure.
What does he want to do? He can do nothing. He can't kill the Unstable Ghoul.
He has to pass his turn and just do that until he draws Auctioneer.
Absolutely.
What a fun deck.
What a fun deck. So this is when Miracle goes completely wrong. It happens sometimes. But BlazingGlory's draws the last game were definitely better and great. So I guess it's the universe telling him something that he needs to pick another deck. And StrifeCro brought that up on himself in the first game. He told BlazingGlory that he has to play the Rogue for the first deck.
Yeah, it was pretty
It might be pretty ballsy, but he might be that... Wow, even the Sludge Belcher.
Yeah.
He might be that convinced by his deck in the end. And he
Yeah,
thought,
but it didn't work out.
yeah, all his 3 decks... I mean, he had Warrior, Hunter, and Druid. So all 3 decks can win against Miracle, but they can
also lose, yeah. Every deck can lose against Miracle. But
absolutely. There's
oh,
Auctioneer.
there he is. Hello.
Okay. We get Auctioneer, Backstab, Coin Sap, and Hope for Conceal.
Yep.
Coin Sap, Prep Sap.
I think I would wait 1 turn, maybe.
Do you even wait 1 turn? You cannot afford waiting a turn, I guess.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, you can draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards tops, 5 even if you go Cold Blood, Shadow Step. That would be crazy. Yeah, I mean, you can Shadow Step your Auctioneer, worst case scenario somewhere.
That's not what you want to see.
It's Prep Sap. I actually see
Prep Sap.
The Prep Sap coming. Shadow Step again. Oh, that's real.
No.
Okay, wait. You could Eviscerate, which would be maybe smarter, because if you were aiming into killing the Unstable Ghoul, you could have killed the Unstable Ghoul and the Belcher by Eviscerating.
Yeah, that's true.
But if he goes for the Shadow Stab, then this is actually the better play.
Deadly Poison. I don't think you play it now.
Next turn you can play Auctioneer, Deadly Poison, Shift.
You might even prevent him from drawing that many cards. It's pretty likely that he will draw into a Blade Flurry, I'd say.
Oh, good lord! See that?
Oh.
He might play a Blade Flurry now, but then you're wow. Okay, if he draws a Blade Flurry now, it's still good because you're killing so much.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you cannot kill the Unstable Ghoul now. You have to dig until you get a Blade Flurry. It's like your only viable option to some extent.
Holy shit!
This is not good. I told him to concede. Should I write him in Skype? Blazing, please concede. This is not looking good for you, bro. I mean, you can kill both Unstable Ghouls now, and almost the whole board. But he will draw. He will get 1 bazillion armor, and he will draw so many cards.
I think he should Deadly Poison first.
What is he thinking about? I didn't see.
Because Shiv, he needs to Deadly Poison first.
Oh, he's hoping for that Blade Flurry. He's really hoping for it. Okay, good part is he got a preparation.
Yeah.
Sad part is he got a Blade Flurry. I think you need a Deadly Poison. The problem is if you Deadly Poison now, and your enemy has a Harrison Jones in his hand, and you just kind of wait for your Blade Flurry, you're completely screwed. Oh man.
So you got 1 more draw.
1 more draw.
Nope.
I think he might have even eviscerated instead of going for the Shiv. Eviscerate the Armor Smith, and then just kill with a Deadly Poison.
I think you eviscerate the Armor Smith now, to be honest. Since you drew the second Auctioneer.
He should have done that.
I don't think that's... Like, your opponent will draw a lot of cards, but you're not going to win if he gets 1 trillion armor.
Absolutely agree with you. I mean, he's gonna get 4 armor
Also,
now.
he will play his Belcher again, and that's another taunt you need to get through.
Absolutely. I mean, he can slam now, draw a card, run in his Unstable Ghoul, draw another card because of the explosion, and get 4 armor by that. Now, 5 armor even because you attack with Unstable Ghoul first. Now it's still gonna be 4 armor, correct? It dies, you get 1 armor, and then you get 3 armor. But that's you could even play the Belcher first if you want to gain another armor, which I wouldn't advise you to do.
Nah, it dies to eviscerate them simply.
With the Death Bite?
But I can't really imagine anyway how Blazing will still win this with...
No. He tried, and I think his last turn was just a fail. He should definitely went for the Deadly Poison, eviscerate away the Armor Smith just right off the spot, kill the 1 Unstable Ghoul. Your enemy is gonna draw 4 cards because of this, but now... I mean,
that's not what you can care about at the moment.
Exactly. I mean, you have another sap, so he draws another Taunter. You don't care. You have another Auctioneer, you can sap that, you can draw more cards, but you could have done so much better, and like, there would be all minions down on 1 HP, and then you just fan off knives and you're good.
And Blazing needs to play for the win and not play for not losing.
Exactly.
Like he plays like, oh no, I don't want you to draw so many cards, you will draw your Grommash and your whatever, but if he gives him so much armor, he has no way of getting through that taunts and that armor and just get your opponent's health to 0.
Especially because he already used the Shadow Step to get his
Yeah,
one Auctioneer back.
Exactly.
And that kind of drains away 6 damage. So that was just... Yeah, his last move broke his neck. It wasn't a great game from the start, but I think his last move broke his neck in the end. And now kill the Armorsmith. If he doesn't kill the Armorsmith, why is he killing the card draw? I don't agree with this so hardcore. Your enemy has already 6 cards. You don't care if that's 8 or 9.
Yeah, I don't know what his game plan is, like how he ever wants to do 35 damage.
Yeah,
minimum.
I don't see that happening also. There is even 2 Deathbite in StrifeCro's hand, so he just needs to attack twice with that one, and he's getting even more armor. He's getting for every attack armor now. This is just looking so great for StrifeCro.
Armorsmith OP.
Absolutely. There are some Warrior versions with only one Armorsmith, and people were yelling at that version because Armorsmith is just so valuable.
Yep.
It's actually the most valuable 2-drop somewhere in Hearthstone because it can win you complete games with a nice setup on the board. And it's just a rare card.
What do you... I had a fancy play in mind.
You had another fancy play in mind.
Yeah,
no,
you run the Unstable Ghoul into the Belcher, then you execute the SI7, and then you Shield Slam your own Sylvanas.
Oh, good lord. that might have been even possible to some extent. But you kind of want to wait with Sylvanas Shield Slam
like
plays.
you would have 2 Belchers with the Armorsmith. What the fuck?
That's correct. But with Sylvanas,
it
you always want to wait for concealed stuff. But as you say, it doesn't matter. What does BlazingGlory want to do? Plays a Fan of Knife.
In before it's Miracle and he wins.
Okay.
Somehow.
Somehow. That's the thing. Somehow. I don't know how, but somehow. I think he could play Lothab, which would be okay in this turn.
I think there's not even a point in discussing his plays because it's like
don't be that guy. That's like, this game is already over. Why doesn't he concede at all? But I guess you're totally right. I mean, we have an Alexstrasza. So next turn, he just pops Alexstrasza and is able to deal 10 damage already.
Yeah, or he just goes Death's Bite and face.
And
like
deals
he has 8, 9, 10, 14.
16 with a Cruel Taskmaster.
Yep.
So he can just melt him in the next 2 turns. I mean, BlazingGlory can draw a lot of cards. He saps.
It's not even that much cards he can draw because he wasted both preps already. So that's his 2 more cards and that's it.
I'm a bit surprised he goes for the Shiv and not for the Eviscerate because, yes, you can kill the Sludge Belcher now with your weapon, but you're going to take 3 more damage.
Yep.
And you're already
and
down
he's
to
getting
14.
more and more armor.
This is so bad.
Also, Strife might get a Auctioneer now.
Well, that would be even funny.
Oh no, he used the shield.
Ragnaros. I would go for...
That's...
I don't even think that's... I mean, you just go for Deathbite and kill the Auctioneer, armor up, and you're okay.
Yeah, you could even, like, Cruel Taskmaster one of your minions or something, I guess.
You could just play, for example, you could also play Ragnaros since both saps are gone and run in your Unstable Ghoul. It will explode. You get 3 armor, and then you run in the 2 leftover minions, kill the Auctioneer.
That's the best play.
You
he
deal
goes
8
down
damage.
to Sag, he goes down to 6, and there's no way he can...
I mean, he would need double Eviscerate. We know 1 Eviscerate is already gone. I mean, he can kill it with Fan of Knives, SI7, Eviscerate, Shadow Step, SI7. But then the damage is just gone.
Yep.
Okay, we see the super safe plays from StrifeCro just going for the Execute with the Cruel Taskmaster. And yeah, that's going to just be Ragnaros next turn. The good thing is he can actually attack the face or the minion, execute anything else that's played.
Unless it's concealed or something, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And if it's concealed and Ragnaros hits it, that's great for you.
Conceal is actually in the last 2 cards, so what that...
If there is even Conceal in this deck. Not every... Oh, he played a Conceal, I'm sorry.
He did?
He played the first game of Conceal.
Yeah.
Okay, finally the Fan of Knives. I want to see a thank you from StrifeCro, but he's not...
Oh, and the Blade Flurry.
He's not
That's
BM enough for that. Oh, you can at least burst through now.
You could do something like, how much armor can I give you?
Oh, quite a lot. You bring him up to 16. the safest play, if you really want to survive, you have to play Urza Ring Farsia, Shadow Step, Urza Ring Farsia. That would be the safest one. I mean,
Yeah, but this is GG.
Oh, this is GG, definitely. He just kills it with his Death Bite, and there is Ragnaros.
Yep.
So StrifeCro is going to take the second game, and we're going to have a 1-1 between those players.
1-1 again, yep. But again, BlazingGlory now has the option to counter that warrior with...
But against warrior, it's always... They're like, Hunter, yes, maybe. Miracle Rogue can work against it. Do you want to play Priest now? I don't know if he actually has a Priest, and it's like Paladin. Paladin might be a really good pick.
Yeah, I don't know what his third deck is, but
we
we'll see.
We can take a quick look what BlazingGlory actually had prepared, but they can go for the second game. Go, guys. We get it 1-1 between BlazingGlory and StrifeCro.
Yep.
This is the second game. At the moment, in total, it's 1-0 for MYM, so they are already ahead. We had it 1-1 between Nimsh and Samaiju too. And in the end, Nimsh, misplayed in our opinion.
Yeah.
Didn't do the right. Oh, we gotta have
got
Priest.
that Kibler Priest again.
So you got everything running, I got everything running, and we're ready to go into the third game between those two people and hope for, well, you hope for MYM, I hope for StrifeCro's epic comeback here after losing with his Juret and then safely winning the game with Control Warrior. Can BlazingGlory pull off this semi-Jew?
So we have some nice start here.
Absolutely.
For StrifeCro with the Fiery Wargs again.
I like that one. It's pretty great. For StrifeCro, at least having a Fiery Wargs. But look at that, what BlazingGlory's holding.
Yeah, I don't think the viewers can see at the moment.
I think our production can actually swap that. I know he can swap that because I talked that through with him. He just needs to do it if he didn't fall asleep on his chair, obviously.
Well,
No one knows that if the production is just constantly dying.
sleeping all the time. There is
The hand.
Blazing starting hand.
The problem is he has the Undertaker, but that's just gonna get Fire War exit right off the spot.
But also another good thing is he has the loot hoarders, which are... You actually don't want to kill a loot hoarder with your Fiery Wargs. There are so many more valuable targets.
You want to have like you want to draw your Taskmaster, your cool Taskmaster, and kill a loot hoarder like that.
And look at Strife's hand. He has 3 weapons in the first 5 cards.
Imagine he didn't have the weapon, and there would just be Death Rattle after Death Rattle after Death Rattle. The same story as Semi-Jew did. And we actually have the rematch of Nimsh versus Semi-Jew because we're gonna have the Warrior again on a Cloud9 player and the Priest again on the MYM player.
Yep.
Perfect. And that Zombie Shao, you're kidding me?
This would have been so sick.
You're kidding me? he could have played Loot Hoarder, double Zombie Shao now and make his Undertaker into 1 bazillion HP. Well, that's just not okay.
No,
I'm just gonna say that's just not okay.
Pretty...
But look at StrifeCro's hand. I mean, he has double weapon, double Fiery Wargs, and a Death Bite. So in the end, his hand is just perfect to deal with what is coming at him.
Well, you don't want to have too many weapons because it takes a lot of turns to equip this one, attack with this, and you don't really want to waste your charges on it.
Yeah, but he can kill the 1 Zombie Shao, he can kill the Loot Hoarder, and then equip his Death Bite for the next turn to kill away the other Zombie Shao.
But there will be Argus most likely incomings. Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's
he will only
why
have 1 minion,
That's why I would have equipped the Death Bite. Because, you know, now is the turn where it actually goes into 4 HP. Like, the time evolves where you have 4 HP minions. Dark Cultist, you're going to have the Ochnai Soul Priest, and Lothabs, whatever, Sludge Belcher. So I would prefer if he goes for his Death Bite. After he preferable cleared the board.
So would you attack with the Fiery Wargs now, or just equip the Death Bite and then attack with it?
No, I would definitely Fiery Wargs, 1 Zombie Shao down, trade with a Loot Hoarder, and kill the left Zombie Shao, obviously, not the right one. I know why. It looked fierce at me.
Yeah, it was definitely a misplay.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to have the weapon now, and whatever BlazingGlory is playing, I mean, he can pop the Dark Cultist, will die. He can pop the Argus, then the Zombie Shao will die.
But if he kills the Dark Cultist, the Zombie Chow will get buffed.
That's correct.
So That might not be too preferable.
But he gets up to 6. Okay, he gets up to 6 HP. That would be really annoying.
Yeah, 5. Oh no, it's only the first charge of the Death Spite, right?
I still think you kill the Dark Cultist and
You can even shield block, shield slam here.
yeah, but oh, that was crazy loop. I hope that was just for us and no one actually recognized that. It's still running. StrifeCro, I would kill it and then just shield block, shield block, armor up in case next turn there's a Sludge Belcher or a Loathap. Even if there's a Loathap, you will still have 6 mana for a shield slam and 5 armor. So that's like what I have in mind. You kill it, you armor up to 7. He burns 2 armor with his.
You actually won't, because you will go up to 7 armor, but he will knock down your armor a bit with one of the surviving minions.
Yeah, but that's only 2 damage, so he would be on 5, 100%.
Yeah, if he kills the
If he killed the Dark Cultist,
Cultist.
That's the
which he
big question.
didn't. So
Okay, he chooses to not.
that's not actually a. Yeah, he will shield slam. Yep.
Oh, now you can shield slam afterwards. If you really want to clear the board like that. I mean, he has 5 damage now nonetheless, so if there's a Sludge Belcher or whatever.
Also, there's again that Sylvanas that we had in the other game as well.
Absolutely, and I think Sylvanas is now an okay drop. If you would see him in.
Wow.
Did he just get a Karen?
Yep.
And it's just the best minion for him to drop on turn 6? Well, we know StrifeCro has a Faceless Manip. That's a goodie.
Oh.
Woo!
He's pretty happy about that
He's
one.
pretty happy. He's going to face his own Golden Karen probably. And we're going to have 3 Golden Karens on the board.
Again, I don't like the Thought Steal that turn.
No, I would have played my Belcher
Yeah,
also.
like why not? He can, okay, he can hit it with the Death Spite, but still, it consumes like some of his resources, and you still get that 1/2 taunt.
Absolutely. You just had the option to get something on the board, apply some pressure, and the problem is you're going to play Karen now, and the same happens to your Karen as to your Sludge Belcher. So in the end, there wasn't a great difference in that.
So this game is going a bit differently than the other Priest Warrior match
That's,
we had.
That's an interesting one. You want to copy him?
Copy Karen, Death Spite, attack.
But then, would you play the Unstable Ghoul, for example? Or would you run in your Karen, bring him down to 1 HP, you get a Bane, and then you go for your Cruel Taskmaster to kill his minion? You could kill his Karen completely, if you really want to.
Yeah. I think you should.
The only problem I see with playing the Faceless now is you kind of know there is Izera in, and you want to copy Izera.
Yeah, but the difference is, in the game before, Nimsh used a lot of his executes very early.
That's correct.
And Strife didn't only use... No, he didn't use one.
No,
right?
not one was used yet. He can't play his Sylvanas. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the thing here is that BlazingGlory's Karen's Death Rattle will trigger first.
Yeah.
So he will steal something for sure.
Okay, we have the Shadow Word Death. You cannot use that, obviously. Yeah. You could slam, trade. I think that's in the end even the better move. You prevent him from stealing a full HP Karen with any of his stuff. Oh yeah, and then the Sludge Belcher.
That's a pretty good play.
But that's still great. He can attack with the Death Bite. Then his Sylvanas might trade into the Slime, and then he can trade with his Bane into your remaining Karen.
Yeah, but it will die as well.
Yeah. So in the end, he's not getting anything out of Sylvanas if he clears the board now.
This was actually a pretty good turn for Blazing, I think.
Absolutely. Sludge Belcher was really great. That worked out, and then he had the Slam.
Also, he has like very swingy cards like Cabal, Shadow Madness, and if it comes to that very late game where he gets his Isera and Mind Control, the game might still not be over completely.
It could be an interesting thought to actually faceless your own Sylvanas now.
Yeah, I think that's a good play for sure.
I mean, he can kill one, for sure, 100%, but can he kill both? And then you kind of deny him playing any other stuff.
Well, as we see, he can with Shadow Word Death and then
Holy Nova.
Holy Nova.
Shadow Death, Holy Nova.
But yeah, it doesn't work if he goes like Deathbite into Belcher and then hits Sylvanas
Yeah.
into the Slime. And she will be at 3 HP.
Well, that's like a tricky play. What to do now? You buff up him.
Oh! He takes... No, which Death Rattle comes first? Oh!
The Belcher was played after the Savannah, so
Yeah,
he's going to
that's
get the
pretty-
Karen, actually.
That's pretty sick.
I didn't see that one in coming. Well, that was a pretty sick play with StrifeCro, I have to say. I like that one a lot. Wow. But I'm amazing. I'm amazed.
Yeah, that was...
I have to say that was
really
huge.
nice. And there
That's
we
kind
go.
of late, but the thing is, he's gonna get Sylvanas if he. Well, but he cannot kill one. Like he would like to play Sylvanas Holy Nova, something to actually kill stuff. For me, it almost yells for Holy Nova because you could kill stuff off.
Holy Nova looks pretty delicious.
I mean, you
but-
can Shadow Madness also, just to get one Karen killed.
But this is a board where it's hard for our StrifeCro to play it like that. To play it so that BlazingGlory won't get any minions.
Ragnaros. Huh. I mean, you can. Shadow Madness was 3 HP. So Ascension Shield Master play might not be the optimal thing. Okay, you can deal 10 damage if you want now. Bring him down to 18. You cannot play Ragnaros. That's too risky. If he gets your Ragnaros, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, but you would trade with the Sylvanas first somehow. I guess Karen and Taskmaster into Sylvanas, and she worst case scenario steals a 4/5 Bane.
Okay, what if you attack the face, attack Sylvanas with your weapon. Your weapon triggers, kills your Karen, and then he might get the full HP Bane. But afterwards, you can actually play the Ragnaros, who will kill whatever he gets.
Yeah.
The
With
thing
a
is-
50-50 chance, and if he doesn't, then comes Shadow Word Death plus whatever, and you get pretty wrecked.
That's kind of unlucky in the end. Like with this play, the thing is, yeah, he attacks
Yeah,
Sylvanas, he
that's-
loses his Karen. That's what we said. There's a
So-
bit, but then he goes for the Senju. I think that was an okay play. Oh wow, the best
That's
outcome.
very unlucky.
Oh wow, he got robed. And you see, StrifeCro is annoyed by getting robed. But you see how focused he is. He didn't even notice
Yeah.
the rope was running. He was like, "What? Rope? What just happened here?" He's gonna steal and trade into the minion.
I think he...
You
he's
trade into the full
calculated
HP
that a
minion,
bit.
and then you play your injured Blade Master and heal it probably.
But then you heal the Sen... do you
No,
want
no,
to
with
circle or just heal it? And
You just go up to 5. I mean, that would be enough to kill Karen and not die.
yeah.
Oh, that was a nice play from BlazingGlory, and he still has a Shadow Word, which is so important.
I don't know if he was a bit too hesitant on that Shadow Madness. Because... Okay, you can kill, like, the 4/3 Bane. And just... I don't think you Holy Nova here or anything, because if you Holy Nova, you will heal the Senjin as well.
That's a problem. You're not getting the Senjin
Yeah.
killed. I was like the most concerned here.
Yeah, I like that play. Because, like this, Holy Nova will kill most of his stuff next turn anyways. He does it like that, okay.
You wanted to wait a turn?
Yeah, I
and
wanted
then
to
do
wait
the-
a turn, give him the Senjin back, okay, heal up my... Just play my Blade Master, heal it up.
That
something
might
like
even
that.
be the better play. Definitely agree there on you. The problem is StrifeCro is so convinced Ragnaros is cool, and then you go Faceless Manipulator and Ragnaros and you just melt his face. But we know that Ragnaros will just get killed by the Shadow Word.
But already, if he drops like the Fiery Wax here, he's already down to 6 HP.
Yeah, that's correct. He brings him quite low. Oh, he could go... I would armor up. I have to admit, I would armor up because you kind of need your 6 armor shield slam.
Yeah.
So there could be a Karen in his own deck. There could be Sludge Belcher, Low Stab, whatever. But you kind of want to be on the 6 mana to Cable Shadow Priest, for example, even that. And that's why you cannot risk playing another Unstable Ghoul. If that gets Cable Shadow Priest, you just gave him a free minion.
Yeah, and like this...
Oh, there's a Karen.
This can, yeah.
I told you he should have armored up for the shield slam. Okay, the good thing about Karen
But
is
he
we
can't
got the
play
faceless.
Karen because he would die otherwise.
Oh, that's correct. He needs to play it like this. And armor up. But again, it would... Well, okay, he can kill it with... No, he cannot actually kill it with his shield slam. If he armored up last turn,
He could.
He could have actually killed it with his shield slam.
Maybe he
and
will
the weapon
top take
attack.
execute.
Are you gonna faceless manip that now? I mean, it's a 5/8 minion.
Are you gonna stay the night?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Not entirely sure right now. Because those are the studios and I actually got a home. Surprise! Okay, we get a 5/8 on the board. StrifeCro could steal it, and there is a Sludge Belcher. So you can put 2 extremely big minions on the board. The only problem is if there is another
Mind
Shadow Word.
control,
Yeah,
maybe?
mind control, you get wrecked completely. I think you...
Oh.
No, you cannot do that. You're gonna copy it and then maybe do it, but you're not gonna do that right off the spot. Hey,
Will he
imagine-
just drop?
Yeah, he
I
has
was
to.
thinking about playing it. Oh, he doesn't play it too.
I think that's the right decision. If he knows that there is actually the Cable Shadow Priest. Okay, Thought Steal into Alexstrasza. No,
Into Gromash. Oh,
and execute.
shit.
Did he just get an execute?
And Gromash. Wow.
That's so huge. I'm still gonna stick to, like, if he armored up, it would look completely different for
Yeah,
StrifeCro. He would have
probably.
had still 2 minions on the board, and not only 1, and face a Karen now with pants down. Okay, we know.
There's his own execute, but he doesn't have a trigger for it, and
Well, the good thing is Grimash is most likely, if he plays it, most likely going to attack. into
might
that.
this actually turn around? Like, turn around, stick it out, show the world you got it.
He's on 6. That could... I don't know. I mean, he can kill the minion now if
I
he
think
wants
you
to.
just go run Karen and Gromash into the Belcher.
And next turn you can steal it if it stays alive.
Yeah, either that or... Yeah, you just have to clear it. I don't think that any other play is strong enough.
But you have to heal yourself. You have to heal yourself. If you don't heal yourself this turn, you might get screwed soon.
Like, it's pretty unfortunate that Gromash will get executed, but
I was still fine with it.
yeah.
The most annoying part is when your 1/2 slime is going to get stolen by the Cable Shadow Priest. I mean, it's only a 1/2 slime, but you still don't want to lose it.
Slam.
A slime, that's a bit annoying because you want to draw a card with it, but you could kill a Karen also with it.
I think if he kills the Karen, he will run. Yeah, he needs to draw off the
Double execute. But you cannot use both.
He's running out of steam. Like,
Absolutely. That's the biggest problem.
he will now he will take the slime, even be immune to like a Gromash combo,
Absolutely.
and slowly he will start to heal up again.
And he can flood the board with more and more minions. And there's next turn already 8 damage on the board, deals 4 damage now.
And I don't think Strife runs like a brawl. We didn't see it in the game before. We didn't see it now. So
Well, if he has one, now is the time to
Yeah,
get it.
for
or,
sure.
or like in the next 2 turns, or your game is over. There is 12, 13 damage on the board.
Death Spite is okay, but
It's great. If he draws into a Grimash, it's over. Because you go 4 to the face, Whirlwind, 10 damage.
yeah.
So the only chance for StrifeCro is to play his Death Bite, kill the minion, and hope for a Grimash next turn. Even if he gets an Acolyte of Pain, it would be good, because you could draw a card with it. Worst case scenario.
Yep. But he, like, at the moment, Blazing has like 12 damage minimum incoming every turn.
Or you can play your Unstable Ghoul and at least get rid of some damage.
In before second Cabal.
In before a second Cabal, still then, he plays a second Cabal, you'll be able to kill the Unstable Ghoul and get your Grimash buffed up, and he can only
Yeah.
heal up to 9.
I guess.
So, worst case scenario, and you top deck a Grimash, it would be possible for you to win. But this is a tough. This is tough for StrifeCro. It was looking.
Well, it's
so
not really
good for him.
tough. It's pretty clear that you will equip
Yeah.
the Death Bite and... Oh, he executes here. Oh, okay.
It's okay. It just saves you time, I think.
Yeah. Which is the most important thing for him.
Absolutely.
Thing for him to do at the
He
moment.
just needs some
Is
more
there
time.
still an Argus for Blazing Glory? Or did he use one already? I'm
He
not
used one already, but is he playing two? It's a bigger
I'm pretty
aggressive
sure
for me.
there's only one.
Okay, Black Knight and the Dark Cultist. I love the Black Knight play. I would just Dark Cultist and heal myself up. Heal
Yep.
myself up 100%, and there's no reason to play the Black Knight.
Yeah, it's only one more attack than the cultist, and yeah,
Okay, StrifeCro has effectively some more turns. Two at least, correct? There's Alexstrasza, but
which is horrible here.
well, he can kill the Cabal,
Yeah, he can kill the Cabal and then
play Alexstrasza.
on himself, I guess.
Now, I would even play it on BlazingGlory. You
Would
don't
you?
want to play it on yourself and bring yourself down to 15.
But the priest deck doesn't have any burst.
But you can't kill him anyways. So the problem is, you play your Alexstrasza, bring yourself down to 15, and you cannot kill him next turn. Even if you get a... I don't know. Even if you get a Taskmaster, you will be able to kill it. Okay, he's down to 18, so it's only 3 HP. But the thing is, you cannot kill it.
Circle is really, really, really bad here.
I think just StrifeCro's game froze, and therefore our production needs to know. No, StrifeCro stream didn't
all
froze.
fine.
But I need to call the production crew.
Yeah,
later.
these next draws will determine.
There's no Fiery Warriors left. There is no.
Yeah, Grommash is the only.
Grommash is the only thing dealing direct damage right now. I think a shield block would be great if he gets it.
Yeah.
The coolest part is next turn he could have Unstable Ghoul, which would make him a bit safer.
So he just played that Black Knight.
He can get 7 damage.
I think he should circle. No, he shouldn't.
Okay, he can get 7 damage right now. And next turn,
Yeah, there's no point of attacking Alexstrasza.
No.
And also, you shouldn't play the circle because of you have the possibility of drawing Noshai Cleric.
I draw a lot of cards.
Yeah. So yeah, this next draw will probably determine the outcome of the game.
He's down to 8, and there is 11 damage on the board. And
No
what is their
Grommash,
StrifeCro?
please.
A low tap. Okay. You play your Unstable Ghoul.
You play Ghoul, you play Lothab, you armor up, you kill the Black Knight.
No, you play Unstable Ghoul, you play low tap, you go for the face, and you survive by 3 HP at the moment.
And you die to Holy Nova.
No, you survive Holy Nova because there's only 7 damage on the board. Like he needs to attack with one thing into the Unstable Ghoul. And that's that's 3 damage less, and then there's only 8 damage correct. He would die to a Holy Nova. But
and
a Holy
to
Nova
Orkanai,
to Orkanai Soul
which are 2 left.
Was it sure? Well, no. If he plays Orkanai Soul Priest Circle of Healing, he wrecks his own board.
No,
to
he
death.
can just Orkanai Hero Power Face.
Orkanai Hero Power Face. That's correct. So that's the thing
And
where
he
he
has
dies
the
from.
Circle of Healing to get his Cairn out of Unstable Ghoul range, so...
But should you kill the Black?
I think StrifeCro has enough time to kill the Black Knight, if he has that Unstable Ghoul. Like,
Okay, yeah, I know. He can kill... The problem is, okay, he kills the Black Knight, then Karen attacks into the Unstable Ghoul, dies, explosion, and you attack with your 3/3 into the Alexstrasza being down to some HP. What's better about this play is... he cannot kill... Well, he can kill Alexstrasza, but on his terms. Okay, there's Circle of Healing, as you said.
Oh.
But you kind of cannot play it, or you would give your enemy more draws.
No, you don't. You only draw yourself.
Yeah, you draw yourself, but
You can draw 4 cards here. Run the Black Knight in. Play Cleric, Circle.
Now you need to kill Alexstrasza first, before you play the Circle. That would be worst case scenario.
Ah.
So you can run your Black Knight in. The explosion goes off. And then you run in your Cairn into Alexstrasza.
Yeah.
Therefore, you get a Bane. You get 1 damage on your Black Knight and the Lothab, and you're gonna draw 2 cards. I think that's still okay.
Oh, he will circle now.
Yeah, he saw it. If I circle now, I'm not able to kill Alexstrasza.
And he won't even die to Grommash if he kills Alexstrasza.
That's exactly what he needed to do. Heals his minions up, and he gets an Auchenai Soul Priest, followed up by a Sludge Belcher. That's so good.
I think you play Auchenai.
No, you heal yourself.
Why?
Just be 100% sure.
Why? There's nothing that the warrior can draw.
Not even
For 6
Gorehowl.
damage.
That is correct. Not even a Gorehowl. Oh man. Well, Leroy, random Leroy, but that would even be 1 damage to
like
less.
StrifeCro's stream is lagging again.
StrifeCro's dying, more or less, 100%. I think both streams are not both streams are lagging. That's
No,
only
Blazing's is fine.
that's only StrifeCro's stream.
But yeah, no one knows what's going on. What did he draw? Tell us. The tension.
So we don't know what's happening for StrifeCro there.
Oh, that was pretty quick. Ah, okay. It's a bit behind.
There we are.
There's Grommash, but
Well, okay, he can kill 1 because the heal actually helped his Lothab, and he can kill the Northshire Cleric. And next turn, if and he armors up to 12.
but there's the Belcher.
Yeah, there is a Belcher. That's quite annoying. It could be worse than Grommash. I mean, Grommash is gonna be
Like, imagine he had a Auchenai on the board. Would he be able to kill him? That's like... He will be at 12, he has 7, 8, 9. He would need 2 damage.
Okay. So StrifeCro can clear, not clear the board, but wreck everything except 1 minion.
Oh, he might not... Yeah.
He might go for the face. With 5 damage. Actually, you could go with 5 damage for the face. But he's not playing this risky. He's playing
There's
this
the next Auchenai.
super safe. The thing is, you cannot play Belcher, Soul Priest, and heal down the Lothab.
Imagine you had played that Auchenai last turn.
Imagine you have played it. I definitely agree there with you. You could have actually healed away the Lothab, and that would have been the smarter play.
And that would have most likely been GG.
Absolutely. But now, it's actually better for StrifeCro, we have to admit.
Now, I think...
I
think you have to Auchenai Hero Power.
Auchenai Hero Power.
And go face with the Black Knight.
And go face with a Black Knight.
You know you use both Fiery Voixes, like...
Yeah, you know there's no... If there's no surprise Gorehowl.
Yeah.
There is no minion that can charge. He could only draw into...
But I don't think there's any way how you can still win if you just play the Vulture. And have to trade that Black Knight into the Lothab.
You play Soul Priest, you heal him down, and then you play the Belcher next turn.
Yeah.
I
don't think you can win if you play Belcher. It's just like... It's again a play like not to lose, but you won't win if they play it nice. I like it.
Yeah, that's better. I definitely agree there with you.
And play the second one. Yeah, exactly.
That's quite a nice board. I mean, he can only kill 1 out of those minions, and he needs to kill 1 out of those minions.
Yeah. What did he draw?
What did StrifeCro get?
Cheap block would be nice.
Unstable Ghoul.
Taunt is nice as well.
That's super cool. Okay, does he survive?
But yeah, I don't think Strife can win this. He needs to kill...
So no. Why does he need to kill 1? Now that's a turn where you can play for the win or not. If you play Unstable Ghoul, he needs to attack it with 1 minion and you would survive by 1 HP.
True. But you die to a lot of draws.
I mean, but right now with that board, it seems to be your best shot.
It's true. If he just kills the Black Knight, then Blazing can actually trade off the Grommash with Hero Power, kill the Unstable Ghoul and the other Auchenai into the Grommash, and then
your game
he
is
drops
over.
the Belcher as well.
Yeah,
and StrifeCro is in top decking mode.
Absolutely. I mean, he's in top decking mode already since ever.
Yeah.
But if you don't go for that now, you will never win. As we know, there is a Sludge Belcher. So, bad luck for StrifeCro.
Yeah.
Bad luck for StrifeCro.
Maybe you will just not notice the rope and Don't do anything.
Don't do anything. No, I don't think, like, as soon as you hover over with your mouse over Grimash, you should know there's a burning rope going on.
Goes for the win play.
He goes for the win
Let's
play.
see. I think Holy Nova wins.
Power Word Shield helps. You could draw another card. Holy Nova wins. That's correct. You could trade attack and Holy Nova. Undertaker is actually great. You get a minion more on the board. You can go Undertaker, Belcher. Oh, he shouldn't have done
But
that.
why does he play it before? Yeah.
I think he was just like, I can play Undertaker, Belcher, and then attack. But it makes no difference. We have to admit it makes no difference.
He has to go face. Yeah. 7, 8, 9.
Bring him down to 1 HP, and next turn you win.
There's no way he can go through both taunts. Oh, silence, I guess.
Imagine
he drew Spellbreaker. Oh my god.
Brawl. Grimash survives and trades into the 1/2 slime. Shield block is a good card.
Shield block into Spellbreaker.
Into Armor Smith.
This is game.
This is game. Oh god, StrifeCro.
Wow.
You could have drawn the Brawl or something, and you draw an Armor Smith.
That priest deck.
It wins again. So we got
3-0 so far for the priest deck.
That's correct. The priest deck is doing really well.
And 2-0 for MYM.
That's correct. MYM is going 2-0, and the next game will already be a deciding one.
Yep.
So that's quite annoying.